I am here just about every May, or indeed every May, since I can remember, since the past 6 years. And yet, I'm always surprised by something. Surprised by limestones the other day. I had my eyes sharpened, but goodness, I have a lot of weight on my back, and climbing up to a slope like that for a limestone would be a task on this trip, at least right now. Nonetheless, the surprise I want to indicate at the moment is presence of ponderosa all of a sudden. I just walked from an admittedly cold Mojavean element, meaning there's sagebrush and below freezing. At the same time, definitely Mojavean taxa of the Montane. I've gone above the hot deserts at this point either way, because there's ponderosas sticking out of the ground well below 5,000 feet. Found more relictual habitats, in other words. This one's probably known already. It'd be worth a collection, but I don't want to burden my back further. Look at how beautiful it is, though. Heading up to the heights of this place, really. One of the ultimate high points. You can drive up there, but I've never walked up there from the bottom. The bottom having been 4,000 feet or so. This canyon rises steeply, quickly though, as well. So I'm probably a little higher than I think. Fraxinus. Very healthy and robust here. The sheltered north faces. Sure, there's some interesting gems up there that I'll never make it to, because I don't have those types of skills and ambitions, at least not anymore, to descend loose rock slopes just for plants. Done it a couple times, but never really followed up. Too tough for my body. It's the most extreme of the most extreme to be rappelling down stuff like that in the heat out here during the height of the botany season. Look how robust this Fraxinus is, holy cow. The Quercus here as well. It's definitely a patch of habitat here. I feel the coolest breeze from above coming down that I felt in days as well. Just such a relief. I don't like hot deserts in the hot season. Not so much a tropical botanist as an alpine one originally. Here in the subtropics I get mixed messages, mixed feelings, mixed weathers, mixed climates, mixed biomes. Made it to a new age. If I survive the next 8 to 10 hours at least. Made it to a lot of new ages out here, this inventory area, which is usually booming in May. Booming with bird life all morning up here so far. Birds are in such abundance in this study area this May, from low to high elevations. That's a gift enough. The uncrowded, unpeopled condition here is gift enough as well. Spend too many of my days embedded in crowds. It's hard not to do so as a human these days, no matter what. Between work and provisioning and all the rest. But places like this still exist. Fundamentally unbuildable We'll give it 200 years, see what they do. See where they pipe in water from via the ocean. It is wilderness for now, and probably forever though. We're probably in the boundaries here. I've lost track of the boundaries. They're so small compared to the extent of the study area itself. But get to show myself a new part of this study area. This is where I've been camping in the shade here. I'm ready to go though. Continue up canyon, up to one of the high points where there's a fire lookout. Been up there plenty of times. It's road accessible after all. So it's more about the journey than the destination out here. Here's the third or so relictual cercocarp population I've found in these parts. Not quite as low elevation as the lowest most one, but pretty low. Maybe 5,000 here. Some towering pondos. Just a tiny relictual batch of habitat here. Batch and patch. Quite interesting in that they're just breeding with each other at this point. In the downwind one here, or maybe not. I don't know. Feels downwind today. Although that is west out there. The lower one, in any case, is fruiting much more prolifically than this higher up one. Although its upper reaches are fruiting quite well. And this part, I suppose. Other parts of the shoot are completely sterile. Whereas that one's pretty much fruiting throughout. Look at that. I did not bring rain jacket because it is not the custom, the lower elevations of Nevada. No reason to until you look back there. And remember that the past few days I've had rain on a daily basis. And that's not a joke. Every day I've been here, it has rained to some extent, including last night. This is in middle to late May. Should just call it late May now, probably. A lot more cercocarps. Hello, friend. Incredible. I had no idea of their presence until, what was it, 2021? In this mountain range whatsoever. Just keep uncovering novelties out here. Feels like it's gotta end soon though. The novelties, the species area relationship, one of the most fundamental relationships in all of biology, will come around at some point, and it's probably feeling like this season, because I've got to say, higher up here, everything is really familiar. There are healthy ponderosas growing well below 5,000 feet in these canyons. I'm starting to get to 5,000 feet, but I started seeing ponderosas pretty immediately. Last night, closer to 4,000. See more ahead. Finding more and more cercocarps higher up. Somewhat unsurprisingly, I guess. Now that I'm in the know. Nice fine skies, right? Place that's usually sunny, very sunny this time of year. Fairly dry storms, I must say, at least so far. And they have been in general, although they do downpour for a bit at times. No downpours today, but lots of drizzles. Finally making some progress. Got bogged in the canyons for a while. Ended up running out of water sooner or later. So I took to the ridges here. Even that was a pain at first. Now, generally horse paths through the manzanitas. They're not always. And it's becoming more gentle and open as I move along, which is quite fine. Based on the fact that I'm still recovering from surgery that cannot be ignored. And my climbing ability and bracing ability with one of my arms is quite depressed. But getting there all the time. See the little horse paths? So, now it's a bit gentler, and I'm thankful to my horse friends, with whom I've never really had a problem. The storms are occasional, isolated, and loud when they are near. Not really drenching too much as far as I can tell, though maybe in the Meadow Valley over there. A fourth or so mini squall today I've been through. This looks to be the heaviest one now. Hail has longer moisture absorptive value in terms of the soil as well. Sticks around and slowly melts in better than light rains do. So this looks like it's finally doing something for the veg. I better lay low now, because it's right above me. Quite a heavy hail, and then rain just fell. Still kind of falling. Now the ground is drenched. Plants will be loving life even more. See me. Just standing here in a green coat. can't say this day has not been interesting, plant-wise and otherwise. I may be in for more there. It's everywhere. It's over there as well. Quite a climb today. You might recognize the place. There it is, even though I don't mention it too often, too explicitly. Still lots of ridge bouncing before then. Lots of up and downs lately. Across Chaparral. Some of it open and gravelly like this, other portions more closed in, of course. The wider the better, generally speaking. I missed the turnoff to the spring. It's up there. I think I've been up there before. My GPS just died and I realized this morning I had no extra batteries. So I gotta navigate back to the car this way now either way. Try to hope to find springs along the way because I'm thirsty. Hope for some cloud. Hope for a quick return today, I guess. Wasn't planning on that, but might run out of water suddenly. At least the car's in an obvious place. That is one positive. Found a quaint streamlet here. Nonetheless supports a few cottonwoods even just upstream. Inundated themselves with caterpillars. So this is what the area used to look like before it all burnt up to a crisp. Some years ago and never really came back. Well, maybe it'll look like this again someday. Happy to have stumbled upon this patch. And definitely stumbled. I'm walking in the general direction of my car, but I have no idea where I am because my GPS failed. Be more accurate, I forgot to bring backup batteries. Found water though, can last at least another night. I'm not super far away, maybe 3-4 miles in that direction. Nice to see what this place used to look like. Of course, mature juniper forest with whatever mixed in, be it Persia, pine, whatever, Phaedra. Lots of yucca picata, most of it flowering. That stuff stuck around, or does stick around after fire, or comes back quickly. It's getting beautiful and orange here. Rugged. Look at how the northwest end of the range there starts to bounce up and down, jaggedly. Gotta make it through a lot of that somehow. I'm gonna try to stay high here. Down below looks quite choppy indeed. It's getting on 2.5 days out here in this particular trip. A little bit longer than I expected. GPS died, which threw a wrench into things. I stumbled upon water, which wasn't on the GPS either way, I know for a fact. That helped things too. Could have spent a lot of time just hunting for water without having the exact knowledge of the exact marked spot. But no. I actually powered it up a couple times with enough juice just now, most recently, although it does die after it finds a spot, to know that this is where I began. And so I'll be down in, I don't know, looks like perhaps 4 miles. Wasn't enough time to really check. But it's quite a ways down there. Apparently that's the very ridge I climbed up to the high point via. That one across the canyon over there. So I'm back at the southernmost fork of the canyon that I took the northwards fork of initially.